Hey guys, welcome back. So this is our third video of this tutorial. Okay, and in this tutorial we are going to see about some if-else statement and some mathematical operators. So I will just create a new file, a fresh file, and we'll just say mm, conditional.java. These are called as conditional statements, which means for now just ignore this public class and all those things whatever I'm doing. I will talk about it in the oops concept, what are classes, what are interfaces, and all those things. For now, because this is a beginner tutorial, so we are going to see about only the how Java works for now. So till now we have seen about print statement and some data type like integer, string, and boolean. Okay, there is char. Okay, and there is double also. So first let's just complete that. So if I want to store a decimal value, okay, it can be positive, negative, and because double is a higher data type, so it can store integer as well, which means inside my double, so don't confuse it, but double is just a data type. Okay, so double, and I have to provide a variable name. So maybe I can say num, and because this is a number, just a name I have provided num is equals to, and I will say maybe 10.58. Maybe this is my num, and if I want to say like the number, mhm, the number is, and I can say here plus num. And yeah, I have given space here. It doesn't matter because if I provide space here, it will matter because of the double quotes. I can put space here as well, it's up to you. And we have printed this. So and yeah, if I just try to do the same with a and b like this, and inside b I want to store a decimal value, it won't work, right? It will throw me an error such as type mismatch cannot convert double to int. So we can't do that. For that we have a data type such as double, but double is a higher data type, so it can store a integer value as well. It will take it 11 as 11.0. So maybe I can say 11.5, and if I run my program, the number is 11.5, which is correct. Okay, so we have seen double. The next is char. So we have seen string. So string can contain many alphabets, right? But if we talk about character, char ch is equals to, and we can't use double quotes here, we have to use single quote if we are declaring a char, and inside that char I have to provide a alphabet only one. Okay, more than that won't work, again it will throw you an error. Only single character like this. It can be uppercase, which means capital A, and lowercase, which is the small a, and they both are treated differently because Java is a case sensitive language, which means uppercase and lowercase are both totally different thing. They are differentiated by their ASCII number. And if I just try to, the char is C, and I want to print it, I want to see inside my terminal the, yeah, you can see the char is A. So everything works fine till now. What I want to do next is another data type, which is long. There are many. Okay, you have to practice it by your own so that you have a hands-on with this data types part. Long is also the same as int, just int can contain a very big value and long cannot. Double is the highest, okay, precedence, but still long can also contain some normal integer value, and if I just try to print, it will do the same. And here long is there, float is also there. You can think of long is the shorthand for int, and double. Same with, I want to store a normal value, maybe 11.5. I can store it inside my float also. We can say float f is equals to 10.55 545. This is also fine. Yeah, double to float. Again, it throw you an error because we have many decimal places here, three decimal places, and float cannot handle that. And yeah, so I want to put a f here. Now it will work. And I have to put a f here after a decimal value, whatever my decimal is, 10.545 f, so that it is recognizable. And now I can just directly print it, print f, so it will print 10.545. Okay, so I hope you know about all the data types now. So these are the primitive data types which we generally use. Now we are going to see about conditional statements, which are, in many situations we want to just compare something, okay. And here also we are going to do the same thing in if else. What do I mean by that is, int a is equals to 5 and int b is equals to 10. Okay, so I have two variables, one is a and b. A contains the value of 5 and b contains 10. I want to compare, like, if a greater than, so the syntax is I have to write if and a curly braces, not a curly, I'm sorry, it is just a round bracket, normal bracket. And inside that I want to put some, uh, here this is the if condition statement, and inside that I want to put a mathematical operation. So if want a boolean value, okay, so I will say if a greater than b. So if this is true, okay, first let's try with the less one. So this is a mathematical operation we are doing here. This is a operator. I hope everybody know about it. It is just to compare if a is less than b, okay, or b is greater than a, the same thing. And yeah, it is, 5 is less than 10, so this is true. So if the value, if the condition here is true inside this bracket, if it is true, this if one will continue. So inside that this the code will be executed, and I will say a plus, which means 5, 5 will be printed instead of a, is greater. And if I, sorry, it is smaller, because a is smaller actually. I will run it and 5 is smaller. You can see how the program is running. A5 B10, a is less than b. Yes, it is. This condition is true. So if it is true, this will be executed and it will say a is smaller. Otherwise I want to say, like, if it is not, maybe a, I change the value of a to be 50, so now a is greater than, not less than. So now I will print, here I will print that a is greater. Okay, so what do I mean by that? A is 50 now, so this condition is false, so this will not be executed. A is smaller will not be printed. The else part will work, and we can see a is greater will be printed. So let me run the program now. You can see 50 is greater, so this one is printed and this one is not printed, just because of the reason this condition is not true here, so it will go to the else. So this is the whole concept behind your conditional statement of if else, and we have mathematical operator here, a and b. So if I talk about a mathematical operator, let's just talk about it a little bit. So we have sys out, and I want to print the sum, okay, I want to see what is the sum of a and b. So I will just yeah, remove this code, or we can just comment it out. So let us talk about comments first. So what are comments? Here inside my Java program, my compiler, which is running my program, okay, it will neglect if I write this. It will skip this code, okay. It won't like matter if I write anything here, okay. Doesn't matter, okay. So these comments are helpful for developer, maybe if you are working with a team, or maybe you are working on a code and after some time you will forget about it. So yeah, the comments are helpful to know like what this piece of code is doing. So these comments are very good to write. So inside this, if I write a double slash here, and this is only a single line comment, okay, which means on this line if I write anything on this particular line, if I write anything, it won't affect my program, okay. So I can write here conditional, or maybe if else, which makes more sense, right? And if I want to comment this whole part, because I don't want that A and B, this smaller and greater, should print, so I will do slash star and star slash, which will comment this whole out, okay. Again I want to print the sum, okay. What is A plus B? So now it will print the sum, which is 50 plus 10, and it is printing 60, which is correct. So we have done this thing. Now I will print A minus B. So it will subtract, and first we got the sum, which is A plus B 60, and 50 minus 10, which is 40, and we are getting the correct output. We can have a message also, addition, and we can say this, and we can write here subtraction. If I run it again, oh yeah, so it is giving me error. Why? Operator is undefined, A minus B. Okay, so I have to put it in the brackets actually, because it is saying that it is undefined, because I have put a plus operator here. So if I write anything, the bracket is executed, so it will calculate A minus B and print the whatever the output is. So you can see, yeah, again here also it is concatenating, which means it is adding this, considering it like a string. So I have to put these normal brackets here so that it will calculate. Otherwise 5 10 50 10 is printed, just because it is thinking that it's a string. So clear the terminal, run that again. So now addition is 60 and my subtraction is 40, which is correct, okay. So now I will do multiplication. For the multiplication, it is a quite different, or yeah, I can write here product, and inside this I will say plus A star B, A asterisk B. So this asterisk symbol is used for the multiplication, and if I run that again, you can see addition, and we got the product as 500, which is 50 times 10, which is also 500. And at last we'll talk about this one, division. And for the division also I will write A divided by B. So here it will print what is the division of these two number, which is 50 divided by 10, and we got 5, okay. There is one more method, okay, one more operator here, which is for the remainder actually, to find the remainder of anything, of any two number division. If we are dividing that number, some remainder is left. So if I say a, this operator is known as modulus, and if I say a modulus b, it will print the remainder. So the modulus will be 0, the remainder is 0, because it is completely divisible, right? And if I write here 52 maybe, so 2 will be the remainder, so my remainder, the modulus of these two number will be 2, and these will change accordingly. We can use anything here, integer, long, double. We can't use string because we can't multiply string and divide string, so it is, of course, it will throw you an error here. So it is only um, functionable and operable for the integers or your double. So these are the mathematical operator, and the next video we are going to see some programs, and we'll talk about if else, and we'll implement and create some normal basic programs.